Bella moved a lot through third season to, wow, she makes Sam and Dean so funny, to, wow, she makes Sam and Dean so deceased. What prompted that? What prompted that in the creative process?
I'm not sure I understand the question. What made she made them fun? What do you mean?
She made Sam and Dean really funny in the beginning of the third season, and then she kind of made them more dead. So I was wondering how she moved as a character through the creative process, how you came to that conclusion that she would move that way.
Well,
seems like she started. Yeah, I think
you created her.
I know. It seems like a problem for you. No, I would say that the character was pretty consistent. I mean, she was constant in her, attempts to get what she wanted. And in the beginning, I think the tone of one episode when she started was funny. And by the time her actions caught up with an episode that had more dramatic impact, those actions translated into slightly more deadly consequences, or potentially more. So I don't think that she stopped disliking them.
No, and I feel like, unfortunately, hardwired into her DNA. To have a road show, and she wasn't actually tied into the mythologies, and every time she showed up, it became a coincidence, and it was a coincidence that became more and more astounding every time they happened to run across her again. And were we to do it again, I think we probably would have tied her in a little more into the DNA and mythology of the show. And I think that, again, that was our mistake, and Lauren worked valiantly under sort of our failings.
We have time for one more question.
Jensen and Jared, you both expressed an interest in the Western genre. I'm wondering, would you ever consider doing a ghost town Western type themed episode?
No. Yeah, I'd love to. In a sense, we are kind of doing a Western. The show is, like Kripke said, it's like the car's a horse and two cowboys, and but it's too easy.
You're gonna re-break Jensen's heart, guys. Come on.
We'll walk right into that one.
Way to set it up.
It'd be cool though. That'd be a lot of fun. But I doubt it will ever happen.
There was sort of there was sort of the one we shot in Bordertown, part one of.
Right.
There was sort of a very westerny feel to I forget the name of the episode, but where Sam runs into All Hell Breaks Loose, part one. I mean, it was shot in this area that was shot. It's called Bordertown.
Westerns, yeah.
And so I don't know if I'd love to do a full-on western, and I don't know if Sam and Dean are ever gonna go like, whoa, what's that cowboy hat? Like get out on a horse.
Assless chaps.
Yes, please.
We'll get on Monday. Actually, one more question.
No pressure, though. Make it good.
Okay. Hi, my name's Aris Moon. And first of all, I want to say I agree with the moderator. You guys are really hot.
Thank you.
My question is, because of the dark things that happened to all the boys at the end of last season, are we going to expect a lot of the same brotherly love humor as we saw in the last few seasons? Or is it going to be darker?
I hope it gets darker. I mean, I think there's obviously always going to be a sense of brotherly love, but with what Sam and Dean have gone through, it's changed them both and individualized them a bit more. I mean, as right now at least, they're holding their own demons and their own skeletons and secrets, and usually it was, you made a deal, didn't you? Yeah, how long? A year. You suck, I'll get you out. Hug me. And now there are things that we haven't told each other or expressed. We almost like we don't even know how yet. And so, though I think that obviously the brothers care about each other, I think situations have changed.
Yeah, I think you're going to find more that when the Sam and Dean are separated, that they're dealing with stuff that they don't necessarily want to share with each other a lot more. But when they're together, they fall back into their same routine. So I don't think that that's going to completely go away, but I think that they're going to be dealing with things on their own accord that they haven't necessarily been doing in the past.
Yeah, I think, I think this, in terms of the writing, I mean, the scene-by-scene mix is about the same, which is, I think one thing that Supernatural has kind of evolved into is it transitions from comedy to horror to, dramatic sort of emotional angst, and it's kind of all those things. And I think in the writers' room, we're very conscious of maintaining that formula and making sure that even in our darkest episodes, there's a couple good lines and a couple funny beats, and making sure that it always has that sort of smart-ass effervescence or subversiveness that it's always had. But yeah, the brothers are going to get in some heavy stuff. So it'll be a good season.
Leave it to a writer to use 2 4-syllable words.
Thank you very much. I get paid.
Effervescence and subversiveness.
I get nickels.
That was enlightening. Give me a job. I'll write a script.
Okay, folks, we're going to have to wrap it up for today. How about a big hand for our panel? And our moderator, Ms. Linda Lee. Wait, hang on. We have one more thing to show you guys. Stay in your seats. Just a couple things. Our season premiere, don't forget, Thursday, September 18th on the CW at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And our Season 3 DVD will be coming out on September 2nd. And Eric, I believe the Blu-ray?
Oh yeah, Blu-ray of Season 3 this year, gang.
That's on November 11th.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in. And then there's some gag reel shit.
Yeah, we're going to show you a little bit of the gag reel from the Season 3 DVD. So stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thanks to our panel. Jared will be in the Friday the 13th panel in room ballroom 20 from 1 to 1:30, and the rest of our panel will be downstairs signing in the Warner Brothers booth from 12:30 to 1:15. Thank you very much for coming.